Alright,
Good job, Debbie. Hello, everybody, and welcome back to the Mania World Cup 7 Key 2017. Z-Trot and Deadbeat here again with you for the last match of the weekend. We have the United States versus France that's about to go down. But remember, after this amazing match, we will also be showing the finals map pool showcase. So definitely get hyped.
I've already seen it, so I'm pretty hyped already. It's pretty cool. Looks very pretty.
And for our contestants right now, we have France and the US all fully loaded in, ready with their warm-ups. We'll be getting underway in just a moment here. For the US, we have Jin, Squishy Korean, and Craig. And for France, we have Elementaries, Bumpino, and Anto.
I'm still surprised that France made it this far. I mean, I don't mean any, disrespecting towards them, but, just fueling the fact that I believe they were unseeded. I think, unseeded or low-seeded. Let me recheck that, actually.
You see a lot of support for Craig there in the Twitch chat. And remember, guys, this one's going to be a best of 11, just like the rest of the matches. And if you're just joining us today, well, welcome. We're glad you can check out the final match of today. And if you've been with us for the full time, you kind of know the whole rundown. Unfortunately, our last match was a win by default, so there's not too much recap to go over with that one. Had a nice little hour break, got a little bit of food, and now we're ready to really see sparks fly with the US versus France.
Yeah, also I was right, France was the unseeded. It's very impressive that they made it to the semifinals. I cannot wait to see what they sort of come up with this week. But I guess first we'll be going to the first warm-up, which will be Gold Drop. I'm not familiar with Micah. Have you seen many of their songs? Or maps?
I can't say at all that I've heard of it. It's Toho, and I normally tend to stay away from that. The music's okay and everything. Don't get me wrong.
See, I saw the purple and I was like, please not bad at all. Please not bad at all. I don't think I could handle. That being said, US are having a bit of fun here. I got one flashlight, one fade-in, and one hidden. We got the trifecta of visual mods. Actually, I don't think there are any others, are there? It's just 3 of them.
Yeah, that's all the visual mods that they have here. Fade-in, flashlight, and hidden. All 3 of them going with that. Just having a little fun with this first warm-up. France taking it a little bit more serious, taking the no-mod approach here. Very decent accuracies for everybody here. Jin really having some problems with flashlight. Not the mod for him, as he is just missing up a storm.
Yeah, that 82% is looking pretty sad.
82 and falling.
Craig's doing pretty well. I think it's your highest accuracy at the moment. Yeah, it's probably going to be highest accuracy because he's up in my score.
Yeah, and don't freak out, guys. Remember, this is just a warm-up, so crazy mods and ridiculous maps are pretty common ground here.
That is very true. We saw some interesting stuff earlier as well, especially in previous matches. Not matches, rounds. Last weekend was a good one. I still think High Card has the best warm-ups.
It really just depends on what kind of maps they're going to be, put up.
That's true. Yeah, it looks like both teams are doing pretty well. What do you think about this matchup? Because you're leaning for the States in this one, aren't you?
Yeah, it would be really interesting, though, to see France as a no-seeded team come through and just wreck face. I mean, it's definitely possible. I feel like the U.S., while being strong, I don't feel like this is as strong as 7-key lineup we've seen out of the U.S. before. But is that going to be enough? I mean, it might get them so far, but I feel like they might cap out before seeing the finals. Not to say that they'll be defeated here, but it is possible.
I should point one thing out here. This is a lower bracket encounter, which means whoever loses here is in fact out of the Mania World Cup.
Yeah, and I mean, that's what I was saying. The U.S. already managed to get themselves in a low bracket situation early in the tournament. I know the tournament's a little bit shorter due to the team size, but that's not something you want to really kind of fall into. So the U.S. really have to play this safe. And France getting here, if they are able to knock out the U.S., it's going to be a huge upset, but really cool way for France to continue in this tournament and really make a name for themselves.
Yeah, I mean, I think they already kind of have. I mean, who did they take out again? Yeah, I mean, they took out. They were in the same group as Brazil and Malaysia. So, I mean, it's not like it was an easy get out of the group stage card.
Yeah. And
definitely had to work for that one.
Yeah, and I'm not to say that the U.S. isn't got their strongest players. I just don't feel like they're performing as powerful as they did last year. Like I said, they got put into a loser bracket situation pretty quick. That might also just be the draw of the hand and what matches they had to go up against. But hopefully we'll see a little bit of a change here. We're going into the next warm-up here. This one's going to be Dans la mer de sun, and this is a calm before the storm difficulty.
And this is quite a lot of Camellia in these Mania World Cups.
Yeah, and this one is quite a long one here.
Team's having a bit of fun as well. I feel like if there's one artist you could attribute to Mania, it'd probably be Camellia. I don't know, I feel like Camellia just shows up like really all the time.
Alright, let's see how this map plays out. It looks like everybody's going serious mode here. There are going to be no modifiers being used. So this should be a good way to get an accurate representation of where both these teams stand. I mean, obviously, there's going to be a little bit of a boost there for Jin Jin, as this is one of his maps, if not mistaken. So definitely giving him a little bit of an advantage here. But is it going to be enough?
Well, I mean, we'll find out very shortly. That said, this is still just a warm-up, so it won't matter too much either way.
Yeah, but if you lose a warm-up and you're the map creator, that's got to be a little bit of an ego blow.
I mean, if it was like an individual thing, yeah. But like, this is like a 3v3. Like, you might do really well here in map, but the other two players might not. That being said, it looks like a lot of the US is struggling on this one, actually. Over in France, some Manchurians and Filipino are doing quite well. Rocking a 97%, maybe 98. But over in the United States, Squishy Korean with the highest 94%. He's dropping pretty fast actually.
Yeah, everybody's accuracy just went absolutely crazy at that SV section. Accuracy's all dropping around.
Elementary and Filipino just completely tanked that.
As did everybody. I mean, globally the accuracy dropped to about 94. And
yeah, but I mean, like, Filipino and Elementary are at like 97%. They dropped like 2% each. United States didn't they drop all that much.
Yeah, and it does look like the score lead went back over to their favor as we got into these long nut sections.
Oh, easy speeds. Oh my god, these SVs. That looks so cruel. I don't know how people do those.
It's memorization to the music usually. I mean, if you're going into this play blind, like you kind of have to just take into consideration when playing Mania, the music is always going to be overriding what you see. And like with SVs, a lot of people will miss because visual cues are a lot when playing. But once you get to the level that these players are, it's not so much visual cues anymore as just being able to read the patterns and understand where in the music they're going to play. And that's why even some of these people that are blind playing right now are still doing quite okay when it comes to the SVs. It's not completely tripping them up.
It's not completely tripping up yet, but give it enough time, maybe it will. These long notes. The short ones are just... it's so annoying.
Yeah, I mean, those really small ones are literally hit release if you want to get decent accuracy on them.
And yep, there's the density back again. Yeah, I mean, France had a pretty strong lead there, but looks like they couldn't hold it. United States are looking to take this one off as well. Oh yeah, here we go.
Yep, they did.
They did. Oh well, I guess with that we will go on to the bands.
Yeah, we should be going on to the bands here. We'll also see the rolls. There was a fail on France's side for that one. No biggie though, just a warm-up.
Wow, okay, 55 to 97. I think Jinjin wins that one. So, France is going to be versus bands, so let's see what they decide to go for. Oh, yep. I suppose that makes perfect sense. They're gonna go ban out monotune. 3 for 3. No one likes that map. And sucker SV. Okay, there goes some of the SVs. Squishy Korean doesn't seem happy about that though. Alright, well, let's have a look to see what the US are going to go for here. I'm thinking maybe a speed map to start this off, so maybe something like Swamp Thing. Oh, they're going to go for Swamp Thing. Excellent. Feels good. It feels good. They got another one right. How many teams were there initially? 16. There were only 16 teams initially for the group stage. Yes, I believe this is actually 100% pick rate now, which is pretty cool. Alright, so it looks like we're just waiting for the third United States player to return. And then we should be ready to go, I believe. Yep, there is Squishy Korean. And hopefully we should be seeing the countdown very shortly.
Alright, so it looks like we're going with Swamp Thing to start off, yeah?
Yeah, I actually managed to pull that one.
Nice.
Feels good. Oh, we've lost Craig. So we lost Squishy Kareem. The Squishy Kareem came back. Now Craig's gone.
Alright, it looks like they were just waiting for Gekido. So that should be pretty interesting. And definitely, guys, get that hype going. Let's see some love for the players. Do you want France to take this victory? Do you want the US? Show your support in the chat. Get it moving, folks. This is the last match of the day. Everybody needs to be excited.
I still love the use of location couldn't be determined. It's so good. But yep, there we go. We found Kakito. So that should be everything? Wait. Craig is still in the room.
Huh?
Okay, I think he just left. Full B3, let's go. Actually, did he leave? Yeah, there you go, Craig left the match. Alright, cool. So, yeah, there we go, is our countdown. So, we will be starting the first match. Well, first map anyway. You got a score prediction you want to go for?
I want to say we're not going to see any more of the sweepening, but I'm not 100% sure here. I'd like to say France has a good chance here, but they're looking a little bit not confident. You saw in the team chat, they're saying this is going to be a quick match. Either they're super confident and they're talking about being able to just sweep the US, or they're worried that they might themselves get swept. But I don't know. It's not looking like that might be a possibility here, as scores are pretty close, but we're right out of the gate. Let's let this banjo play for a little bit and see where we go.
I kind of want to say it might be like a 6-3. I just don't know to who. I think a 6-3 would be cool.
So is this a US pick?
Yep.
That makes so much sense.
Which is yeah, it's pretty good that the US picked this one because they are in the lead, so it is always good to win on your own pick, although France aren't actually all that far behind, and US do seem to be missing a bit. So that lead they've got can't be very big.
Yeah.
So they've actually missed a bit, so the United States lead is going to go to about 40,000, which is a pretty comfy lead, about a third of nothing.
Yeah, Bumpano is holding really well for France, but Jinjin is to Bumpano as Bumpano is to Jinjin right now. And Jinjin's actually going to find a miss there, which could be potentially good for France. Squishy Korean following suit behind him with another miss, as the score will slowly go over to France's side if they continue to hold this consistency.
I mean, yeah, the score gap is definitely closing. And we are only just past halfway, so there is still plenty of time for France to come back and take the point here.
You know, there's about a 30,000 point difference at this moment, but that is slowly closing here. It looks like no one was able to really hold their combo to that last section here, as everyone's counters are relatively low now.
I was just looking also at the fact that even though the US seem to be missing quite a bit, France also is struggling quite a lot. But I still feel like the US is missing more. So it's really interesting that they're still managing to hold on to this lead.
Accuracy is the name of the game, good sir, and you can see that the United States, while they might have a few more misses on their plate, they do have an overall higher accuracy for their team. And combo does give it a little bit of an advantage, but not enough. Anto's 96 is really what's hurting. Elementary's also dropped to 96. Bumpano's the only one holding a 98% accuracy, and that is where the score difference lies. That's why the United States is going to maintain the lead here and look to get the first point in this match.
Definitely a good first one for the US there. It's always a good feeling winning off your own pick. Okay, and with that we will now be going over to the French pick, which I would really like to say is going to be no money down, no monthly payments, but I have my doubts about that. Maybe an LM pick?
It is potential.
Hey, LM, we're going to see Oboro for the first time. I'm actually wondering if we'd see this one.
Yep.
There were a few maps so far that we haven't actually seen get picked up yet, and this was one of them.
Yeah, I mean, it's nice to see that the map pool is getting expanded on with the smaller roster playing on it. It is kind of noted that we didn't really get to see as many of them. Pretty sure last week we didn't see some of the maps played either.
Oh, it looks like we're seeing Jinjin swapped out for Craig as well.
Right, and we're getting right into this one, keeping things moving quite quickly, which is always good news.
Very much so. Okay, so far, since it's now picked up, Monitoring hasn't picked up yet. Over the Flood hasn't. No Monthly Down hasn't. Right Into hasn't, and Kimi to Watashi no Hita Rigoto. So quite a few maps actually. I'm kinda hoping at some point we see one more of those get picked up today.
Well, this is going to be the match for it to happen in Deadbeat. I mean, if it doesn't happen here, it's not happening anywhere.
Yeah, it's not like there's many options.
And
hopefully, if it turns into a longer match, we'll definitely have a better chance of seeing some of them.
yeah, right now, even though the scores are kind of close, the United States definitely has a dominant lead over it right now. Bumpano and Anto and Elementaries, all three missing there. Not really good. Gekido will also find a miss in that section, but it's not really going to be enough. Craig and Squishy Korean both still holding strong.
I was gonna say that miss from Gekido was a bit of a mishap, but the miss from Elementaries, he couldn't cancel it out. But whoa! We are starting to see quite a bit of missing now. As the players are now struggling to keep up with the map bit.
Yeah, I mean, we're seeing full-on misses from both sides, too. Obviously, though, the U.S. is still maintaining their lead and pulling quite far ahead, actually. This midsection here is really tearing into France and really giving the U.S. a chance to pull further and further ahead.
Yeah, I mean, France's accuracy on this map is not quite as good as the United States, and I'm thinking this was not the right map.
Well, they definitely had to test the waters here.
That is true.
They are the underdog team right here. I mean, they came in low seed. The fact that they're here right now is, I mean, no seed, right? So the fact that they're here is quite impressive in its own right.
Oh yeah, that's still very much true. We can never really forget that. The unseeded team making it out of group stage. That alone is praiseworthy. But yeah, as we start to approach the end of the map, it looks like this is definitely going to go towards the United States. So that is going to be 2-0 to them. Not looking good for France here. They're definitely going to think better about their second pick.
Well, they're giving it their best shot at this point. But yeah, those lower accuracies are not going to work here. And the United States, while managing to win here, kind of surprised that the accuracies are as low. Like, considering the matches we've seen so far this weekend, we've seen crazy maps with 99s to 98s. So while the U.S. is doing fine here, I feel like in the long term of tournament-wise, they're going to have to step it up if they're going to maintain like overall accuracy. And just because they're winning their match doesn't mean anything if, you know, you can't hang with the other crowd. And the U.S. just really seeming to have problems with that. But right now their battle is with France. And hopefully France has got a few trap cards in wait. At least I could hope so.
Clock is met.
Yeah, and
gotta be low, no money down.
Yep.
Yes.
Yes.
I am keen for this.
Now we're seeing two maps that have not been touched yet in this pool, all in the last match of the pool.
I imagine we're also seeing a very happy Kamikaze.
Yeah, I don't actually see him. Unfortunately, France is not looking too confident about this one. Anto saying fail incorporated. Oh boy.
Yes, it's not a good thing when the players are predicting their own failure. But we shall see if that failure will come, as we are now starting the third map here. But yeah, it is starting to look like this might go towards another 6-0. Oh, wow. Enjoy C-Trot.
Oh, that is ouch. I mean, this is one of my favorite songs, but oh my god. Is it literally just SV Hell the entirety of the beginning?
Oh, the beginning? Yeah. It mellows out though.
I don't understand how this can be mellowed out at all. Like, the damage
the worst
is
part
gonna...
about this is there are small long notes in there. Like, super small.
Yeah.
Like, can you see them?
Yeah, I could see the ones you're talking about, but the problem with that being is, like, the U.S. might be able to do this, but you could definitely see that France is not liking this SV. I mean, Elementaries is playing it like it's a boss, but Bumpin'All having some real issues. And Atto, who said he was going to fail, actually doing quite all right here. The score difference is still in the favor of the U.S. And really, it's just, oh my god, these SVs. Like, seriously, this is brutal.
Is it kind of what I mean by, like, it mellows out though? Like, it's not like a stop start, stop start, stop start, stop start. It just feels like the SVs are more sped up but still fluid.
Yeah, I mean, like, at this point, like, you kind of have an idea of what's going on. And it, like, really follows the song very well. Like, the SVs, how they were made and how they approach the song is very well done. Even looking at it just from a mapping standpoint. I don't think I could play it, but very impressive looking for sure.
I would attempt to play the start of this if it was a 4-key. But I cannot play 50-key. But yeah, definitely one of the more interesting maps of the Semifinals map pool, I believe. I'm kind of sad we didn't get to see it more often, but oh man, that ending.
Yeah, that was quite an interesting map. Going to be a 3rd point for the U.S. Literally on fire at the moment. Very quick 3 decisive ones.
Can we look at Jin Jin?
Wow. One miss.
And Bumpino actually got over 1,000 combo as well.
That's crazy. Bumpin'All was doing pretty well, just accuracy couldn't really hang.
It still kind of scares me that Jin Jin and Elementaries only got 1 and 2 misses. That's kind of creepy and insane. I'm not sure how they managed to do that. No, they're actually gonna go for Shinkai Shoujo. I was wondering if we'd see this one, but I wasn't sure if France or the US would pick it. Oh no, yeah, I was thinking France would pick it, yep. But yeah, as you kind of said, we got Shinkai Shoujo next, which is one of the LN maps that we have here. But it's definitely not looking good for France, so hopefully this will kind of get them back on track. I'd like for France to at least get 1 point here.
Well, we'll definitely find out.
That is very much true. Bit of an interesting start, a lot of accuracy tanking straight off the bat here. And it's Squishy Korean holding the a steady 98%, now to 99 and back to 98. I mean, it does look like a lot of the players are lingering just below 95%. Just above it now, but it does seem like the start definitely got the better of them. It does look like France are starting to struggle a little bit here as well, as they are starting to miss quite a bit. And it does look like there's about a 60,000-70,000 point score difference here, so US are in a pretty favorable position right now. What do you think, Z-Drop?
Well, I mean, France isn't tailing too far behind. Elementaries is doing pretty well, but accuracy on this one's a little bit lower than I thought it would be. Squishy Korean holding the US as the highest accuracy at the moment, and on France's side, the highest accuracy is 95. So, I mean, the score value here is going to go in favor of the US, but it really just depends on how well these accuracies can maintain. I'm just really surprised to see the US dipping down so low in this stage as well. I mean, definitely they're doing better than France, but they're not doing as good as they could be, in my opinion. I'm going to be critical on them because they are champions, and I know they might not have the 7-key title, and if they do, it's really crazy that we're seeing like accuracy dips.
I was about to say, like, everyone has a 7-key title. What are you on about?
Yeah, I said we have titles, not the 7-key title.
Yeah.
But I mean, like, obviously it could be shown here. Like, we saw South Korea play, and the accuracy that they'd have to go up against right now, it just would not cut it. But definitely, they're doing great against their opponent right now, and France is giving it their all, everything they could possibly do right now. But it's just the consistency on the U.S. side is better here. This might continue to be the sweep in.
I really hope not, though. I really do hope that the 3 matches we have aren't going to end in sweeps. That would kind of suck. That said, it is kind of looking like it's going to go in that direction.
Yeah, I'm just calling it like I sees it.
Fair enough.
Not trying to have any bias towards either one. It's just simple facts are simple facts there. And the U.S. will take that as a 4th win, 4-0 in favor of the United States.
Alright, so we've got the United States picking next. So this is their 3rd pick, I believe. Not very often they get to have a 3rd pick. I'm not actually sure what they'd go for here. Maybe extreme?
There's a whole lot of potential picks that can go either which way here, but really it just depends on what they're expecting here.
I mean, this could potentially be the United States last pick as well, if they play their cards right. Finn hinting for a bit of Over the Flood. I'm totally on board with this idea, Finn. wait, are they actually going to play? Good job, Pen. So yeah, as you can see, we're going to be going to Over the Flood, which is the first time this has actually showed up. I do like on the third match, we've seen 3 maps that had not yet been picked. Nice bit of variety there. But yeah, as I said, if the United States play their cards right, you can score a point here, go to match point, and then score the French pick, and then they will win and continue on. So France will definitely have to be careful, and we'll need to make every single match from here on out count.
Yeah, but I mean, like looking at it, calling it as it sees it, it's not going to be a very. It's like uphill battle the game. The U.S. was seeded, and France had no seeds. The fact that they're here is absolutely astounding. But they're really going to have to give it their all here, and if they can't keep the consistency up with these harder picks, it's not going to mean a bit of difference, because in reality, it's just survival at this point. The map pools are going to get so much harder that it's not really going to matter too much how high your skill is if you're capping out before the map pool even gets to its max. Like, it's not even its true form yet. It's just hard. And I know for a lot of players, the harder it gets, the better performance we'll see. But I don't feel like this map pool is too easy to the point where they'd be doing better. It looks to be the exact opposite. It looks like France might be capping out around this amount of difficulty. I could be wrong though, and with this one we are seeing a very consistent play from both sides here. France with Elementaries holding a 99%, Anto holding a 97, and Bumpino with a 99 as well. And that's really good, as they need that, but we will start to see some drops as things get really intense in this next section. And that's where we're going to need to look. We're going to need to see if the US is going to tank more, or if we're going to see France tank. Accuracy-wise, it really just depends on who can maintain that.
Well, if current results are anything to go by, maybe the United States are the ones to keep the consistency going. Well, I mean, I say that, but they all just missed, so it is kind of hard to get a clear idea. But the United States are managing to get their nice little win here. Well, they managed to stay ahead. And that's all that really matters for now. If they can just keep doing that and just keep maintaining this score gap, then they should be fine.
Pretty much.
The score gap isn't too bad either. I think it's around like 45,000 points, which isn't
pretty
too bad at all, really.
Yeah, it's pretty damn impressive for France. Like, they're doing incredibly well. I kind of feel like I thought they were going to cap out hard on this song, because I felt like speed was going to be where they're really having problems here, but it's still pretty consistent with their overall play. We're not seeing anything drop really heavy behind the 95% mark here. With the US, we're seeing about an average of 97%, Squishy Korean being above and beyond that, of course. But so far, though, score still looks like it's pretty much in the US's favor. Unless things get really crazy here, I don't foresee them losing it.
Yeah, I think at this point the score gap is a little bit too much, and I think France are definitely going to struggle to make up for this one. Definitely not looking good for them. So yeah, that's looking to be a pretty good 5th win for the United States here. Definitely not good for France. They'll have to really think about what they want to pick here.
The sweep in is true.
Looks like the sweeping is looking to claim its final victim. We've still got a chance here to see.
Dude, I will lose my crap if France manages to take a point, because then France will single-handedly destroy the sweep in. They've got this. I believe in them.
Incoming reverse sweep.
What? No, I don't know what to say if they somehow manage to reverse sweep.
If this like the match is going to tiebreak, you'd like what?
Be like, what just happened?
We were making lovely sweeping jokes, and now we're at a tiebreaker.
Yeah, that would be on the top 10 things that I probably would not want to see happen. That would be one of them, because then we've done it to ourselves. And even though it's only noon my time, poor Deadbeat here is probably got to be feeling that pain of being up for quite some time.
About 19 hours.
It's all right, buddy. Power through. You got to do it for France. You got to do it for the US.
Let's do this.
You got to do it for Twitch. Well, you don't actually have to do it for Twitch, but you should.
Okay. So, this is a French pick, right?
I do believe.
We could see Sheik here. That's just a possibility, I think. France have quite like picking low note mats. We've seen you can have borderline twice, and we saw Chara Ita last week as well. Plus Netzer is surprised, so I mean, oh no, they're gonna go tactical. Okay, they're gonna go for the consistency pick. That also works. I was thinking they might go for the last long note pick, but I guess not.
Oh, they're going for stamina back to back, kinda. They're gonna see if they could. They're gonna see, like, because the US did make it very clear that they were feeling kind of tired there, and okay, they're definitely mad. But France is like, let's see if we can outlast you, which isn't a bad thing to do. I mean, like, if you don't have the accuracy, just see if you could out-stamina them.
You don't have to outscore you. We just have to survive while you stay.
Or, as Elementary said, they're just going kamikaze. They're like, die with us. Holy crap.
I think, okay, this is actually going to be slightly enjoyable to watch, I think. I'm looking forward to seeing how this one turns out.
I did not expect a statement like that, but that's interesting nonetheless.
We've often talked about suicide picks. I think France is taking this to the next level. Like, they're fully expecting to just tank this, and they're hoping to take the US with them. Oh man, that score flicker. I think that's the most intense I've ever seen it this whole weekend.
That was literally the most flicker we've seen all weekend. Come on, France, bring it back!
I'm sad that it didn't turn in favor of France. Like, if they just flickered like 5 minutes and just went to France, you'd be like, yeah! But I mean, there is still quite a bit of time left for France to take the lead here. I mean, we are only about a quarter of the way through, but it's about a 20 to 30k point lead, so it isn't looking that great. Especially with France missing this often. The more they miss, the more they're going to tank accuracy. I mean, Elementary is already down to 96%, so is Anto and Pumpkin. She also got back up to 98, but he's kind of lingering and starting to tank down to about mid 92%. Well, it looks like Nazdev's actually doing pretty well. We've got two players hovering around 98% with all three of them. Nope. They're just tanking.
That's slowly going to go away. And that's the stamina kicking in. Like, they just did a really intense map and they're going right into another intense one. And Or the Flood is really not something you want to go into something else that's crazy. But, you know, you got to play what they pick. And, I mean, they're definitely still holding a higher combo and keeping that score advantage up. But we are seeing accuracies dip a little bit down lower.
Yeah, I mean, we did see the US like hovering at a pretty solid 98% across all their players, but Rishi Korean's down to about 97.5% and Jetjune's down to 96%, but France aren't looking that much better. In fact, the Elementary is down to 94%, Antler's 95%, and Vampino to 92%. Definitely not what France wanted from this. They knew they were going to go down in a flame of glory. I think the goal was to try to take the US with them, but I don't think the fire was hot enough. I mean, there's already a score gap of 200,000. I don't see what somehow managing to make that up. How do you make that up? I mean, I think the only way that can happen is if someone on the US team actually fails. You got any other ideas?
Oh man, this one's painful at this point. Like, I mean, yeah, they wanted to take them down, but now just look at that score gap lead. And I mean, overall accuracy-wise, like, it was kind of known that France wasn't really going to do too well here, as they have the lowest average accuracy just stat-wise. And I hate to just go off stats, but I mean, they haven't lied to us at all today. The sweep in has been real. And that unfortunately is just kind of the way the brackets landed this time. And I mean, it's still kind of exciting, but at the same time, it's like, well, it's motions, really. I mean, next week is when stuff's gonna get really crazy and the sweep in won't exist.
Hopefully.
Yeah, but that is going to be a very decisive sweep in the favor of the US. France gave it their best, definitely taking a crack at the US and trying. Yeah, sweep in really doesn't need a recap, guys. Like, they'll definitely be
Korea won, China won, Thailand won by window default, United States won.
Sweep in. Yep, recap done. Sweep in. That is a sweep in. But anyways, guys, we will, in just a little bit, be going over the map. Oh my. I'm sorry. You're what's up. Anyways, with the sweep in being over, we will be getting into the finals map pool showcase in just a moment. Gonna go ahead and get pre-prepped for that in just a little. It looks like I'm going to be going over the showcase with you all as well, so just give me 1 second here and we'll get that started.
Alright, this should be good. Alright, I think we're almost ready here.